are recognized for 5 minutes, a gentleman from Ohio's 12th District.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all for being here today. It's very important. Before I get into my questions, I just like to touch on the funding announcement on Monday from the Department of Energy, which Dr. Wagner mentioned in his written testimony. This announcement includes an award of $900 million with Centrus Energy to expand uranium enrichment in Piketon, Ohio, which is actually in Congressman Dave Taylor's district. I'm a little north of there, up in central Ohio. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank our national labs and the Department of Energy and say that I'm very excited for Ohio's role as a continued leader in nuclear energy innovation and securing our domestic nuclear energy supply. So thank you for mentioning that, Dr. Wagner. My first question is for Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, thank you for being here. To understand the challenges for building nuclear reactors, it's important we hear from somebody who built them. Mr. Williams, I'll direct my first question to you. Your testimony details some of the lessons learned with Plant Vogtle and the significant efficiencies gained on Unit 4 once Unit 3 was completed. Can you explain some of these lessons learned in more detail and how Southern Company plans to support other companies that are interested in pursuing nuclear development?
Thank you for your question, Congressman. I think I'll start by saying, we did see, we had a robust lessons learned program at the project during construction, making sure that as we learned things, as we did them the first time on Unit 3, that changes were made and implemented on Unit 4. That's how we saw the 20% reduction in cost. That's how we saw the reduction in there. The big areas where we saw much of the improvement was around electrical installation. And so, and I think it's, you just think about it from if you're building something the first time and you're going to do it a second time, maybe you're putting together shelves from IKEA or something like that, that second time is going to be a lot faster than the first time. And that's exactly what we saw at Vogtle, and really definitely in the area of electrical installation, where we laser mapped the rooms and essentially replicated those installations on Unit 4. That was how we did that. We have all of that information, and we're sharing that with anyone who wants to build new nuclear, both in the United States and abroad, to make sure that they get all the lessons that we learned so that they can have a leg up in terms of their construction.
Thank you. Follow up, the Ohio's 12th Congressional District, which is where I represent, includes a significant number of data centers. There were over 130 data centers already operating in central Ohio, with many more looking to be constructed in the coming months and years. Nuclear energy is an important baseload energy source that will be critical to helping power new demand from these facilities and ensuring reliability for our constituencies. That said, building new nuclear involves very high capital cost, which may raise affordability concerns. What are utilities like the Southern Company doing to protect affordability?
So affordability is our North Star at Southern Company. As I mentioned in our discussions, we are focused on, we've frozen rates in Georgia and Alabama. We're trying to keep rates as low as possible, and that's part of the reasons why we've laid out some of the solutions today in our testimony about things that can help bring down those barriers to new project construction. We are absolutely focused on making sure that we can work with, within our market structure, we work with our customers, we work with public-private partnerships, which was critical to the Vogtle build, that all of those things come together to make sure that we can put forth a solution for building new nuclear that is absolutely affordable for our customers. That is going to be critical.
Okay. I'm going to follow up a little bit just from the standpoint of, I talked about our constituencies. These new nuclear facilities, how will they work out in the long run for our ratepayers?
So there are a lot of benefits of nuclear generation to our ratepayers. First and foremost, they're 24/7. They are base load generation and capacity for our customers. They provide fuel stability, and they have low operating costs. So in our market, when our nuclear units are running, our customers are paying less for the electricity that they receive than they otherwise would. Those benefits absolutely over the 60 to 80-year life of that plant provide significant benefit to our customers.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Chairman, I'll submit the rest of my questions. Yield back. Thank you.